In non-destructive testing, precision is critical. When working with phased array ultrasonics, one of the key elements that truly makes a difference in advanced inspections is the use of an encoder. The encoder allows us to transform a manual inspection into an encoded inspection, ensuring precise displacement control, accurate position tracking, and reliable C-scan imaging. In this video, we will demonstrate how to properly standardize an encoder on a SyncScan 2 flaw detector, and we will perform a practical demonstration on a testing steel plate with known discontinuities. Encoder setup. As a first step, we must physically connect the encoder to the corresponding port on the instrument. From the main screen, select the Basic option, and then in the sub-menu choose Management on the SyncScan 2. Select Encoder from the main menu. In this window, several predefined models are displayed, each with configurations such as direction and resolution. The latter provides information about pulses per second. For this example, we select the PETSP05E 14-pin model. Select the scan direction as single axis, and set the distance corresponding to the length of the weld to be inspected. 500 millimeters for this example. Press OK to open the window that allows us to begin the calibration. As a first step, place the encoder at the initial position. As a second step, move the encoder to the final position. Once the calibration is complete, press OK to confirm. Finally, assign a name to the new encoder setup. It is important to verify that the displacement is stable, that there is no direction reversal, and that the physical distance matches the digital reading. Before starting the scan, it is necessary to perform some pre-scan settings that will allow us to clearly and accurately visualize the inspection. As a first step, enter the Scan Wizard option. Here, select the part name that has been previously created. Here we can see important information about the steel plate to be inspected, such as the thickness, which in this case is 14 millimeters. Next, we verify and complete the weld parameters, such as bevel angle, root opening, and cap height, among other parameters required for proper configuration. Once the weld dimensions have been configured, press the Next key. In the next window, we can see that the instrument has automatically loaded the transducer and wedge parameters. This is because distance, delay, and sensitivity calibration were previously performed. Press Next and confirm that the scan type is Sectorial. In the next window, we define the sectorial scan angles. For this example, we will set a minimum angle of 40 degrees and a maximum angle of 70 degrees. A very important parameter is the E distance. This value must be marked directly on the plate and must fully cover the weld bead from the first leg to the second leg. For this demonstration, we will assign a value of 18 millimeters. After adjusting this parameter, press Next and then Finish to confirm. Now we will activate the weld profile previously created in the Scan Wizard. Within the Display menu, under the INDN option, enable Groove Display. Finally, configure the screen layout. In the Display Mode option, select Display 1 from the submenu. Here, choose A plus B plus C, which corresponds to the scan views. The pre-scan settings are complete. We are now ready to start scanning using the encoder. We begin the scanning procedure by selecting the Advanced Scan option. Within this menu, we will perform the necessary adjustments for scanning. First, press the Setup key. Then, enter the Scan Meth option. And select the encoder that was previously calibrated. Next, enter the Gate menu. In Step 2 of 2, adjust the range until the Scan Wizard is fully displayed within the Sectorial scan. Once this adjustment is completed, press the Control key again to return to the main screen. Apply sufficient couplant to the surface of the part to ensure proper acoustic transmission. Press the Start key and begin moving the transducer uniformly to initiate the scan. Once the scan is complete, we can move the cursor over the discontinuities that have been detected. During the scan, the first indication that appears on the screen corresponds to a notch. In the sectorial scan, a well-defined signal can be observed within the weld volume, which remains consistent as the ultrasonic beam intercepts the discontinuity. It is important to analyze the position, depth, and amplitude response of this indication, ensuring that it falls within the range configured in the Scan Wizard. We continue moving the transducer. Further along, we detect the second discontinuity. In this case, the indication corresponds to a pore. Unlike the notch, a pore produces a more localized signal, generally with smaller extent due to its volumetric geometry. In the sectorial scan, it appears as a more concentrated indication. After completing the scan over the inspected area, we can compare both responses and clearly observe the difference in behavior between a linear discontinuity, such as the notch, and a volumetric discontinuity, such as the pore, as well as a third discontinuity, also corresponding to a pore. In this way, we conclude the scan by identifying and differentiating both indications within the weld bead. The use of an encoder in phased array inspections is not just an operational improvement in terms of quality and reliability. It enables repeatable inspections, full digital recording, accurate length measurements, and comprehensive reporting. In critical applications such as welds, pressure vessels, or structural components, the use of an encoder is an essential tool to ensure integrity. Thank you for watching. Follow us and stay tuned. More content you won't want to miss is coming soon.